because that's exactly how God is for me. He watches every second. And that productive man, grateful wife.
Simple.
Forget happy life, happy wife. Have you always believed in God? I hit so hard that there was absolutely nothing that could help me. I tell you what it is. Screaming me to not do these fucking weights because it is fucking heavy. So, at least for me, it's like this. To be honest, I feel God here. I feel when He's with me. I feel when He's leading me. I feel Him just directing me, not by pushing me or by twisting me in which way to go. It's just that it's cold here, it just feels nice to walk here. I also feel every single day that there is an attack from a demon. And it comes in as the form of self-doubt, of questioning yourself, of questioning the journey you're on, of questioning if you're doing the right thing, of doubt in different ways. That is the reason I know, because when it comes to following God's road, there cannot be doubt, because to follow God's road, you have to have 100% faith. And when there is faith, there can be no doubt. So I know that every single doubt that comes into my brain or heart or soul or life, it is the devil. And now, I am very aware of it, and the way I live my life is to actually, how I can stay true to God is I just think that, imagine if your life was recorded every single second of your day. And every 30th of the month, somebody would give you the tape and say, brother, this is the last 30 days of your life, 24 hours. And I'm sending this to your mom, to your wife, to your son, and I'm putting it out on the internet. Are you good? And if the answer is no, then there is shit you need to change. And it can be some small things, but they should also not be there. Because that's exactly how God is for me. He watches every second, and that makes me remember that He watches us every second. So don't even for a second, I'm afraid to for a second not make Him proud. Because I am not afraid of how He will punish me. I don't believe God punishes. I am afraid that He will just take maybe half a finger off of me. And I know that for the mission I have in my life, which is to recreate every single man on this planet, I will need God's full force with me. Sometimes, most often nowadays, thanks God, I feel so strong. Like there is not a second I can stand face to face with the devil and I will just go, brother, come at me because you've done everything already and I have overcome everything. You have nothing on me, because God's ways are unpredictable. The devil is 100% predictable. He has a set tool box of tools, and that's all he can do.
So he has.
And I've tried everything, every single one of his tools. And I've retried it and retried it and retried it until I realized, okay, that's how the tool works. I don't want to be building with these tools. So he has really no chance with me. We are friends, but if I feel that you are not good for me, like the energy, you don't have a good intention, you can just distance from a friend.
Yeah.
You can distance, right? You can try to fix, you can do everything, but in the end, it's a friend. You can distance.
Yeah.
From your wife or from the woman you love, it's different. It's harder to distance. He's coming at her so he can get to me.
Exactly.
Because
create deterrence.
Here, he just bounces off. He has no chance to come in here. But through her, she has a way into the heart. So through her, he might be able to come through my shield.
100%.
Understand?
And when you're fully aware and conscious, when you don't have those distractions, you're not clouded, you can recognize these things,
Yes.
right? You can recognize this and say, hang on, I recognize this.
Yeah, this is not you.
This is not good. This is an evil spirit.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
This is an evil spirit.
You have had this before in your life?
All the time. This
That's
happens
sick, man.
to everyone.
Because that's sick, because I never realized this before, and I had it recently. And I'm like, no. Pray now.
Pray now. Exactly.
Now, because this is not you. This is devil inside of you trying to get to me.
Yeah.
And they don't even know it's happening. 100%. But I am like above and I see this happening. But why I'm saying this? Because when the devil cannot get at you as a man, he will get at your woman to get into you as a man. That's why you as a man has to be strong enough to be able to lead. Because nowadays, most men, they are being led by the woman in their life.
Which is a massive problem.
And that's a fucked up problem, because if you're a weak man, you as a man are supposed to lead. That's every book in religion says the same. You are put to lead. The woman is supposed to walk by your side, not in front of you and drag you like a little boy. So if you're a weak man, you are a danger to your woman.
Wow.
Even if you don't have to protect her, doesn't matter. You are living in Dubai, which is a safe city. Nobody will ever try to do her any harm. But the devil will try to do her harm to come at you through
at
her.
you,
So if
100%.
you're not strong enough to lead her, being a weak man is pretty much worshiping the devil.
And again, it's up to us, to be able to choose a woman. And if you haven't chosen the woman who is God-fearing, it's up to you to project that onto her.
Yes.
It's up to you to bring her to faith.
Yes.
Up to her to be able to recognize those things in front of you.
Yes.
And I always say it's the most important thing is when you have a woman and you choose a woman. She doesn't choose you, you choose a woman. You make sure that woman is scared of God and loves God more than she loves you.
Yes.
She puts God first above you, above everything in life.
You know, men, we are very, very simple. There's black and white. There's black and white.
Yeah.
Women are not so, we should not be so emotional. So a real man is very logical.
Yeah.
A real man is like this. There is fire, here's no fire, we're going that way. Women are wired differently. They can be black and white one day, they can be gray, they can be colorful another day. Women are more changeable, right?
Moldable.
Yes, multiple. They are just on more dimensions than we are.
Yeah.
We are very one-dimensional. It is right or it is wrong. And women have more dimensions. And when they have more dimensions, the easier it is for the devil to come and confuse it, because it's not as ours. Either I am God's or I am the devil's. There is no in between. But for women, I believe that the devil can come in and confuse them.
They can.
That's why you as a man, even if you have a God-fearing woman, you as a man need to be strong enough to recognize when she is not even aware of the devil being leading her, and you need to be able to fix that on spot. But if you're a weak-ass man,
This is the problem.
you can't. She won't listen to you, you won't recognize it, you will be a little bitch and follow her in the wrong way. And it's your fault that she got lost, and you will get lost together with her.
Because you're not the person that's leading her. You're someone that she's settled for.
Exactly.
That's it.
Sick
That's all
talk,
it
bro.
is.
I
Someone
swear. So, being a weak man is pretty much worshiping the devil. Simple as that. God made you in his image, and I don't believe that God was weak or is weak. Because look at this, like this is what I'm saying now, right? This
Yeah.
is just from my brain. But like, to back up my theory, we got thrown out from paradise. Why didn't the snake give the apple to Adam? Because Adam was very simple. God said, no, it is no. There is no maybe, but today is a different day. He said, no, that is no. We are black and white, we are simple. But a woman said, but maybe he doesn't mean bad. Maybe it's good for us. Maybe, baby, boom, fuck. And now we all have to suffer because of that. So like as a man, when you follow God, you need to be so fucking strong that even if the whole world stands against you, including the woman you love, including if she want to leave you because of your conviction, then you say, okay, then there's the door, because I know that I am following God's way. You need to be so strong in your manliness that you can take that decision. And if you're not that strong, then you need to start building that shit.
You have to be ruthless. Ruthless in execution, you know?
You have to be.
Your action has to be so strong.
Simple.
You
It's
know
like,
you're doing it for the right thing. You're doing it for the right action. There is no way. Like, this is where that happy wife, happy life is the biggest.
it's the biggest bullshit, happy wife, happy
biggest
life.
myth going. This is a way to ruin your life. The
Exactly.
way to ruin your
Exactly.
to ruin your testosterone levels.
100%.
Like, seriously. To
100%.
create the biggest disruption in your marriage
100%.
life. You can't, man. You know what
Productive man, grateful wife.
I mean? Simple.
Forget happy life, happy wife. What kind of
Simple.
fucking faggot ass shit is that? Productive man, respectful man, grateful wife. That's it.
Otherwise, we become a human doormat.
But she will never tell it to you anyway. But you will know it in her eyes, trust me.
Are you ready?
Have you always believed in God? You came from a
Always,
religious
my
family?
entire life.
You have.
My grandfather used to take me to church as a child.
And you believed always.
Always. Always a firm believer. I just kept going deeper and deeper and deeper. I was taken to a certain level where I knew what was right, the right things to do, how to do all the proper things in my religion, how to stick by my religion, how to literally cover every ground in my religion of the base. But then when I decided to completely immerse myself, when I was led, when God led me, when it was the right time for me to immerse myself completely, then everything became a whole new level spiritually. This is where I grew. It's one thing to be of religion, of faith, but for you to grow spiritually, to be able to reach a form of enlightenment, it's an entirely different level, which I've really focused on in the last, say, 2 years.
Because see, for me, I didn't come from a religious, we were Catholics.
Yeah.
But my mom never went to church. I've been a couple of times. Don't come from a religious family. Had periods when I was a teenager, you know, you lost as a teenager, a lot of anger, a lot of black things eating you from inside, came in and off from God. In the end, something bad happened and I blamed him, so I went off from God for many, many years.
Yeah.
15, 16, 17 years. Called it life, called it spirituality, called it fuck knows what, but didn't
It's a
call
journey.
it God. But didn't call it God. But then I came to a point in my life where I hit so hard that there was absolutely nothing that could help me. Nothing. I couldn't help myself, nothing could help me. And I went, God, please help me. So I am 1,000,000% convinced that everybody believes in God at some point. And if it goes all the way out, just before you die, you will say, God, please.
You beg.
So
You beg for his mercy.
you will.
will
Doesn't
show
matter.
humility. You
When
will
you
show
see
humility.
death in front of your eyes, the words will not come out, Mom, not brother, it will come out, God, please save me.
Save me.
That's
Save my
it.
soul.
So everybody will believe in the end.
They got no choice.
So that is, I don't know one person who have been close to death, because the guys that went past, they're not here to tell the story. But I know a lot of people that have been close to death. I've been close to death.
This so have I.
And I know that every single one of us said, God, please help me. Bob.
I've been there, I've seen him.
Exactly.
I've seen him.
So it's confirmed. At some point in your life, you will become a believer. So why not become it now? If you are a logical person, you don't have none of that. You have to see to believe it. You can read every story in the world. Everybody who saw death said, please God. So that is confirmed. You will believe in God before you die.
You
So
beg
start
for his
believing while you are alive.
Exactly. And you live a better life.
Exactly.
A much better life, because life is quite simply, and it took me a long time to realize this. Why is all this bad stuff happening to me? Or why is this happening? Or why? Whereas now my mentality is different. You know what I mean? I'm like, thank you, God, for everything.
Exactly.
Thank you, God, my joy, my love,
Thank
my
you.
life. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everything that happens, I look for the positive in that, because He's giving it to me as a lesson. Everything is there to learn.
Brother,
Even if I don't
yesterday
grow, I'll
yesterday
grow
I go
another
to
way.
sleep with anger. I slept 4 hours. I go to sleep with anger, mad anger for something. And I swear, brother, I go to sleep, I'm like, thank you, God, for this anger. Maybe I will need this tomorrow. You don't know His plan.
100%, because life is one puzzle, like
Yes.
a big jigsaw puzzle. Everything has a moment where it will come.
100%.
It will come, and you will thank God for that moment.
Exactly.
You thank God, that is why I met that person back
Exactly.
then, which I thought wasted my time, which was a piece of shit, which was whatever.
Who said it? Was it Steve Jobs? You can only connect the dots looking backwards.
Hey, it's true, right?
He hit it 100%. You can only understand life looking
A lot of
backwards.
the times you don't see it because we're not open.
Yes.
But when you're open spiritually, we start to recognize all these things.
Exactly. Then you, and this is where I am right now. I told you also, like right now, it feels like I am above my own life,
Yeah.
and I'm not doing nothing. I just see God putting pieces together, and I'm just, okay, so it's this piece. Okay, so now we need next piece. Okay, boom, He's putting it there. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, boom.
See.
So He's like putting the road, and I'm just walking. And
That's
it's the
And sometimes you put that piece there, and you're meant to fall
Yeah,
in
yeah.
that piece. And you crush
But
yourself,
I-
and you get back up, and you know why. You're like,
I'm there, I wouldn't even think about it.
See.
I wouldn't even think about it. I would just
Thank you.
fall, stay down as much as I need to, come up, and I'm like, okay, where is the next piece? That's exactly where I am. And to be honest, I have never had an easier path in my life. Doesn't matter.
it
And this
makes
is not
sense.
the easiest period of my
No,
life.
it's not the
but
easiest
I've
period.
never had an easier walk in my life. It's just like somebody's lightning. Step there.
See.
Next light, step there. Why would you not want to have an exact direction
you just
where
look
to
at the
walk in
positive,
life?
that's it. Because He's giving it to you in every message.
Simple. Okay.